What's going on, RESHOEVN Nation? I'm Jordan and I'm back. In today's Shoe Care Academy episode, we are going to be taking care of these RKO pink dunks. Now, I might have said that wrong. You guys are going to come for me in the comments if I did, but we're going to get the good results using the RESHOEVN8R Signature Kit. So, without further ado, let's get started with this cleaning. We went ahead and got our cleaning station all set up with all of the stuff inside of the Signature Kit and a couple extra products. We have the cleaning mat and the drying rack and bowl combo to make this cleaning super easy. So for before and after purposes, we're only going to be cleaning one shoe. So let's go ahead and set this left shoe aside. Now, since this shoe is all leather, we definitely could use our RESHOEVN8R Essential Kit. However, for this, the tongue and the stitching is going to still be a little bit dingy, so I chose to use the Signature Kit to fully flush out all of that material. The Signature Kit is a great kit because whether you need a quick clean or a deep clean, it has you covered, and you can pick that up at RESHOEVN8R.com and use my link in the description to save 10% off. So, for the first step of this cleaning, let's remove these laces. Now that the laces are removed, the next step is to add our adjustable shoe tree. But before I do that, I do want to show you guys that this shoe is in fact creased. Now, dunks can crease easily, but this toe box is super creased because it was worn by our human resource manager, Samantha. So let's get this shoe tree inserted. The shoe tree is inserted. This shoe tree is going to help remove that creasing on the toe box that we mentioned earlier, and it's going to help us hold the shape of the shoe when we put it in the washing machine. For the next step of this cleaning, we're going to be adding 2 squirts of solution to our bowl of water. We got our solution in our bowl of water. Now it's time to get to scrubbing. We're going to be using the soft bristle brush on the entire uppers. The soft bristle brush did its thing. It made this shoe nice and bubbly, which we love, and broke down all of the surface dirt on the entire uppers. Now, as I mentioned, the soft brush probably would have been fine on this leather, but this tongue is going to need some love from our medium bristle brush, as well as this grimy midsole. Let's get into it. I went ahead and used the medium bristle brush on this midsole to get it back to that white, as well as the stitching on the back and this tongue. Now, as I mentioned, it's still going to look a little bit dingy, which is why we are using the washing machine specifically for the tongue, the stitching, and this stitch right here, which I have to admit is the worst part of cleaning the shoes. So, to finish off this cleaning, we're going to be using the stiff bristle brush on this outsole. The stiff bristle brush went ahead and broke down all of that dirt and grime that was on the bottom of this sneaker. For the final step of this pre-treatment, we're going to be taking care of these laces that have sat in this water the entire cleaning. pre-treatment is completed, we're going to go ahead and put them in our laundry bag and wash them on normal cycle with cold water. I'm back. I went ahead and let the shoe dry for 24 hours, and as you can see, these results are looking great. Now, we did put these in the washing machine, as I mentioned earlier, specifically for this tongue and the stitching. Since it is a leather shoe, you don't have to put it in the washing machine, but to get these results, we highly recommend it. So, for the last step of this cleaning, we are just going to be lacing up this sneaker. I would say these cleaned up pretty good, but before we wrap up this cleaning, let's talk a little bit about this shoe. This sneaker did release in 2021, and it was one of the many pink dunks that have released in the last 2 years. I'm not a huge fan. I think the quality of dunks is pretty trash right now, in my opinion. So I want to know in the comments if you guys are rocking with this shoe. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not the biggest fan, but I went ahead and got them cleaned up for you guys. So let's recap the cleaning. We achieved these results using the RESHOEVN8R Signature Kit. We hit the entire uppers using that soft bristle brush, use the medium bristle brush on the midsole and that deeper staining on this tongue. And finally, we hit this outsole using the stiff bristle brush, and then they went into the washing machine, normal cycle, cold water for 1 cycle only, and dried for 24 hours, and we got it done. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's cleaning. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you liked today's video, hit that thumbs up, and make sure you turn on those bells for notifications so that you can be the first comment on the video. I'm Jordan, and I'll see you guys again soon in the next Shoe Care Academy video.